Help me!
Hey everybody, it's D, and I've been playing Diablo 3 a lot lately. You have to excuse my voice. I'm kind of sick right now, but I just wanted to do a quick little tutorial as to how you should set up a monk. And like a lot of people have been, kind of confused of how you should play one, but in my opinion, this is what you should do. Alright, first and foremost is Fist of Thunder. Like, you have Deadly Reach, Crippling Wave, Way of the 100 Fists. Deadly Reach and Way of the 100 Fists are shit. Don't use them at all. Crippling Wave, though, on the other hand, is pretty decent. As you can see right here, I'm level 34. I beat higher level now, but I had switched to a wizard because I was kind of like, hey, I wonder why everyone's playing a wizard, but didn't like it, so I eventually came back here to a monk. But anyway, when you get a monk, this first thing you're gonna lock for it is Thunderclap. Make sure you keep Thunderclap equipped, because Thunderclap is easily the best, like one of the best skills in this game. It makes you teleport to whatever target you're attacking if you're within range, of course. And I mean, that's just like ridiculously helpful. For your secondary, you have Lashing Tail Kick, Tempest Rush, and Wave of Light. Lashing Tail Kick you want to stick with for a while because you get Vulture Claw Kick, and I mean it's pretty decent for what it is. But after a while, you unlock these two. Tempest Rush is shit. I mean, it's decent, but it's not as effective as other ones. Wave of Light, you get Wall of Light. It pretty much just drops a bell. I show it to you, but the recharge times are kind of annoying, so I'm just going to do it right here. But you get Explosive Light, which is probably one of the best skills in the game. I could actually show you that. Explosive Light does this. As you can see, I'll show you the character in action. I'm on nightmare mode right now. Like an explosive light pretty much just it destroys basically. Alright, now here's where things get kind of iffy and are left up to a subject of opinion. Everyone loves Blinding Flash, and honestly, it's a good skill, but the problem is you got a couple of enemies that like to, stand outside your range or outside of Blinding Flash's range, and some enemies that aren't even affected by it. Breath of Heaven, when you get, where is it? I think it's Circle of Scorn, yeah. You can actually use this as a tanking skill. Suck all the enemies in, use Wave of Light, and then Circle of Scorn. That way you can actually heal yourself and blow them up at the same time. But I'll show you why that's kind of here in a second. Serenity is the one I use right now. And I use the rune Reap What Is Sown. Because like I said, it makes your tanking damage like ridiculously huge. Because, monks are all about DPS and tanking. They don't have as much armor as the other classes, but they could take it as well as they dish it. By the way, if you didn't know, if you hold control, you can actually see what your skills do, as you can see here. Alright, Inner Sanctuary, I don't use it because of what it does. Yeah, cannot be passed by enemies. You want enemies closer to you, so I don't use Inner Sanctuary at all. It's not a bad skill, it's just not what I like. Alright, with Dashing Strike, Flying Sidekick, and Quicksilver, I really don't mind this skill. I don't really use any of these techniques. I use Exploding Palm occasionally when I see that there's a really huge group of enemies coming up, but for the most part I avoid it. My favorite skill is Sweeping Wind. If you press control, you'll see surround yourself with a vortex that continuously deals 15% weapon damage to all the enemies within 10 yards, which basically means all around you you're just dealing damage like every second, probably more once a second. and every critical hit you get actually boosts it, in, as you can see here, to 45% damage. So it just like stacks 15% on each kill, well, each critical hit at least. So you go from 15 to 30% to 45%, and like with Master of Wind, you could actually make it work longer. I actually use Blade Storm right now because it makes it deal more damage, because I could just refresh it if it goes down, because even the default like does a pretty decent amount of damage. I mean, 20% weapon damage is pretty damn good. So I just use that at every fight. But a lot of people might find a lot of help out of Exploding Palm or Dashing Strike. I use this, like I said, because I like to be a DPS tank. Cyclone Strike, Seven-Sided Strike, and Mystic Ally. Honestly, all three of these skills are fucking awesome. Really. Let me talk about Mystic Ally first. I'm working on building up to Air Ally, because apparently Air Ally is really good because it rebuilds spirit for you, and your ally rarely dies, honestly. It's very rare, so you'll constantly have spirit in a fight, so you could just like go with those really, like what I'm running right now is a really spirit heavy build. And Seven-Sided Strike, as you can see by itself, like if you get inside of a group of enemies and you use Seven-Sided Strike, you're gonna pretty much just blah 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 teleport, hit a bunch of enemies. Then you can use something like Wave of Lights, Explosive Light form, and you can pretty much probably hit about a 20 kill one blow. Cyclone Strike is what I really love though, because of my because of this skill, Sweetest Wind here. I clicked on the wrong skill. But you can use Cyclone Strike, draw your enemies in, and then you can draw them in, then blow them away with like Explosive Light, which is what I like to do. It deals a ton of damage, a ton. Also, yeah, I use Sunburst right now, which I really don't like. Now that I think about it, I need to switch back. And then my mantras, you have Mantra of Evasion, Mantra of Retribution, Mantra of Healing, and Mantra of Conviction. The only one that I really don't like is Mantra of Retribution, because I mean the reflect damage thing is pretty cool, but once you get Mantra of Evasion, you should probably use that until you get Mantra of Healing. And Mantra of Healing makes you able to tank your ass off. And then I only have Sustenance for. I can't wait to get this one right here. Sustenance pretty much makes your life regenerate faster. A skill that they like, something that they don't say about this is like, you probably can't see it. Why can't I click? Yeah, 3 seconds after activation, I actually like regenerate 242 health per second. So if you use that like while under blast, like you pretty much get like 600 health back, or closer to 700. Excuse me, off top. Mantra of Conviction, another one. It's pretty good if you're focusing on DPS. I mean, look at that. It's like pretty much enemies that are close to you, which, I mean, all your enemies are going to be close to you. You deal extra damage to them, which is pretty good, but I like Mantra of Evasion or Mantra of Healing more. Mantra of Healing, easily my favorite. Alright, let's go down to the passive skills. Now, this is really, really opinionated right here. I like to use Transcendence. Let me show you why. Every point of spirit spent heals you for 12.1 life. So if I'm using 50, if I'm using something that costs 50 spirit, I get healed for like, I think 600, somewhere around 600. Your armor is increased by 100% of your dexterity. And let me show you my dexterity. 586 right now. I need to go buy some new gear now that I think about it. But yeah, my dexterity is at 586 and my armor is at 1356. My damage is at 557. Don't worry, I'm gonna buy some new skills. Seize the Initiative and Channel Resonance. All mantras are increased by 7 minutes. So that means I'm not constantly refreshing Mantra of Healing or any of my other mantras if I choose to use them. Honestly, I think that I'm stretching. I think this little build I have here is pretty much just like tits. Seize the Initiative makes me able to tank versus being really squishy and having to focus on evasion and everything. I could just tank some damage, especially since I'm like using skills, which is why I said like the one healing skill, the defensive skill you have. There's really no point in using it because I could just use the skill defensively. And it not only does it heal me because it costs 10 spirit, which is going to give me only like 120 health back, but it also like it heals me for 120, but also I take 3 less damage. And then while I'm taking that damage, I can use the sweeping wind, which is 75, which is a ton of healing right there. And I can pretty much just heal myself up right there. I mean, basically, I don't think you really need to use any healing skills outside of mantra healing, is what I'm getting at. You have 6th Sense and the Guardian's Path and everything. I like these skills and everything, but honestly, it reduces all cooldowns to 15%. Wouldn't use that. Guiding Light, whenever you use a direct skill on another player, or a direct heal skill. Man. Resistance on. Yeah. Near death experience. Yeah. I guess that one's kind of cool, but I probably wouldn't use it either. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I use right now. I can't find any better. I've tested this extensively, believe it or not. For some reason, I haven't. Damage. Here. I know I did a good amount of talking, but see, like, damage is just no problem for this character. She can pretty much suck up anything you can throw at her at the moment. I'm pretty sure when you get like higher level, you're able to deal even more damage. Like I've seen, you know, fist weapons that do like 400 times this damage. Like, you know, dealing 500, whatever. So I'm almost positive that you can deal more damage, a ton more damage, and probably just use this damage to make it more higher level. Like I said, I'm level 34 right now. Yes. Ridiculous, isn't it? But I hope this was helpful to anyone that was looking for a build. Also, I dual wield daggers. Excuse me. Allergies are killing me. This is why I'm so sick. I dual wield daggers and whatever as my weapons. I don't think you should focus on like using. I mean, if you want, you can use a bow staff, but I'd rather deal more damage and attack more often. I attack them about 2 times per second, which is a lot more, efficient in my opinion versus attacking sword. Oh yeah, here we go. Orgasm. See that? Ridiculous, isn't it? That's explosive. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and be on the lookout for some level 60 stuff. I will definitely be doing it. Alright. Thank you all for watching, and bye.